So here are all the ingredients you need to make a vegetarian omelet roll-up. You have some fake ground beef, tortillas. I have some cheese, goat cheese and another cheese blend, eggs, avocado, lemon, and just some basic seasoning. Salt, pepper, paprika, some chili, some jalapenos for some heat. Hi, so now I'm going to be showing you how to make our vegetarian omelet roll-up. First step, add some oil to your pan. Next step, because this is vegetarian, we're going to be cooking our fake ground beef. This one I got at Trader Joe's, but really any brand would work. And before you put it in a pan, make sure the pan is really hot. Next step, we're going to be scrambling 3 eggs into a bowl. Now that our meat has browned a little, let's add our seasoning. Salt, pepper, some chili peppers, some garlic salt, some paprika, and some chili lime seasoning. Now let's mix this in. And let's cook this meat till it gets really nice and brown. We want to make sure this meat is really seasoned really well because this is going to give all the seasoning to our vegetarian roll-up burrito. So now our fake ground beef has finished cooking and we're going to separate it off to the side. So now that our fake meat has finished cooking, we're going to add it to our scrambled eggs like right here. So you want to make sure that you make a nice consistency of egg to fake meat. This is really important because this is going to really make the omelet. So you want to mix it in, then you want to check if it's a good amount. You can see I might need a little more fake meat, so that's what I'm going to do. So I add another scoop, and let's mix that in. And now that looks like thicker consistency. So that was all the prep work we needed to make our vegetable omelet roll-up. Now we're actually going to be cooking the roll-up. So first we can start by adding some oil. You want to be really generous because you don't want the omelet to stick, but you also want it to move a little. So here I'm going to stir this up a little. You see how I have a really nice consistency of egg to meat. That's what you want, not too much meat, and you still want some egg in there. So now that our pan is really nice and hot, we're just gonna pour that in really nice and slowly, and you want to make sure that's evenly spread out throughout the entire thing. So now that it's in here, let's start to slowly move it around. We're just gonna be lining that all out in an entire big circle. And you see we still want it to be able to move, and we just want to make sure that this gets nice and hard. So we're going to let that fry for a little bit. And while that's sitting like that, let's add some more seasoning. Some salt, pepper again. We just want to make sure that this whole thing is getting to a nice solid piece. We go under to make sure it's not sticking in the middle. See? Let me just go nice and under from all the corners around, nice and under. Now we just want to keep on cooking this until it all gets a little more dry. So now that our omelet has gotten a little more hard, it's time to add our favorite part, the cheese, because the cheese is going to hold the tortilla onto the omelet when we flip it over. So be nice and generous when you add it. I have some regular blend cheese, some goat cheese. I will spread around in different areas. Let's add some lemon. And we're going to be adding some avocado around our omelet. My last step, we're going to be adding some jalapenos for heat. Now that we added all of our seasonings, we're going to add a little more cheese on top. So now that our omelet is more hard and we added all our cheeses on top, it's time to add our tortilla right on top. Place our tortilla right on top and I'm going to be pressing down on it to make sure the tortilla sticks to the omelet. And that's why I added a bunch of cheese on it to really make sure that the tortilla sticks. And we want to make sure that the omelet is still mobile like that. Now this is the most important step. We're going to be flipping the omelet and the tortilla. So you grab it under and flip it just like that. Okay, so now that I flipped the tortilla, it's time to add a little more cheese because now we're going to be rolling up our omelet again to make the really nice burrito. Now that our tortilla is flipped over, we're going to be making a burrito. So we really want to make sure it's agile. And we're going to start from one side and make a flip. And then as you can see, this is a complicated step, but I'm basically folding the tortilla and making a nice burrito like this. You see, after I put the tortilla over it and it all got hard, I flipped it over and then I folded myself and made a really nice burrito. And this is just the finishing step where I'm just making sure everything's nice and hold it together. You can use the sides to really make sure the sides are all cooked. But that's how we do it. Now we have our finished product, a really hard burrito. So now I'm just going to take it off and put it on our plate. And here we have our finished vegetarian roll-up burrito. You can see it's nice and crispy all throughout the sides. So here we have our finished product. As you can see it, and now I'm going to be cutting it right down the middle. See, you can hear how hard and crispy it is, see? Nice and slow. And here, oh my gosh, look at this. So here we have the inside of our vegetarian omelet burrito. Look at that goodness. So here's our finished product. And now for the best part, it's time to eat. But thank you everyone for watching. If you really liked that one, please like, comment, and subscribe. I also wanted to say that this recipe I made, it took me a lot of time to craft and make. As you saw when I flipped the burrito, when the tortilla was on top, that was the critical hard step. So really don't be discouraged if it breaks on you. Always remember that you can always eat it anyways, and also you can always try to fix it as you saw. So thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.